Other interesting business news, you have Bank of America to open 165 more branches by 2026, even as Warren Buffett sold, millions of shares of stock, and more people are shopping online or doing banking online. So it's pretty interesting. I mean, the only company that I joke in terms of having more locations than McDonald's or Starbucks is something like a Chase, because those blue roofed banks seem to be, you can't throw a brick without hitting any of them. And subsequently pretty useless to actually hit them with a brick because, high security, and also they barely have any cash in there anyway these days. But, I'm actually pretty shocked that Bank of America is going to open up additional locations. Now, this comes to us thanks to Reuters. Specifically, Saeed Azir, who's a writer over there, say, quote, Bank of America to open more than 125 new branches by the end of 2026. Now, they say that their stock's not doing, getting enough financial advice. It's about $40 per share, not doing great. Now, they say that, quote, banks have been redesigning their branches to emphasize in-person sales of products such as mortgages and investments instead of the routine teller transactions. The shift came as digital banking services proliferated, reducing the need for physical locations. Bank of America will expand to 40 new sites this year, and the bank said in a statement it will open branches in Louisville, Kentucky on Monday and have 5 in the city by the end of the year. In addition to the District of Columbia, the second largest U.S. lender, currently has its presence in 38 states, will expand to 41 by 2026, which, I was going to say, actually, given the vast, nearly unlimited fiscal resources that they have at Bank of America, I'm actually surprised they're not already in all 50. Because again, a lot of these locations, a lot of these banks, there's a lot of standardizations. You buy things, more things you buy in bulk, the better price per unit you get. It's not too crazy to just copy paste these bank locations throughout the U.S. Now they say that, quote, larger rival JP Morgan, which again is JP Morgan Chase, operates in 48 states and has the largest branch network. Plans to open 500 more by 2027. So even they are starting to reverse course. They say Bank of America financial centers account for 80% of new checking accounts, with the rest opened online, said Aaron Levine, who's Bank of America's head of consumer bank and president of preferred lending. Despite the expansion plans, the lender's branch footprint has fallen to 3,800 sites versus the more than 4,800 sites in 2014. Bank has spent $5 billion retooling its financial centers in the last decade, adding more than 100 branches over the last 2 years, focusing on broader banking, lending, and mortgage services. You see that consumer banking is the biggest contributor to Bank of America's earnings, accounting for nearly 38% of second quarter net income, which that's a pretty penny to say the least. So the interest, there's certain things you do, maybe I'm old-fashioned, there's certain things you do prefer to do in person, also for scary reasons, but the only thing that makes me hesitant, again, none of this financial advice, is Warren Buffett decreasing how much of he actually has in Bank of America, because as some might say, the Oracle of Omaha doesn't know all, but nearly all. And that's why I'm a little surprised to read that Bank of America is actually expanding this year. But let me know in the comments. I've also heard, a lot of horror stories anecdotally, but a couple good ones about Bank of America in general. So let me know. Do you have the best reputation? Do you actually like Bank of America? Do you think they'll be expanding to a place near you? And would you ever use them? Let me know in the comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.